Oh my god, hello everyone. So today's video I have planned for a while. I have done some researches before telling you everything about the thing. During the research I have found some helpful and not very helpful information, and I've spent the night just looking through some websites just to tell you. And so here I am standing right now and gonna go through everything. For those who don't know, this video is about how to tame your parrot. You probably read it from the name. But this is Ricky, my Indian ringneck. I'm just gonna open the cage just so you could come out. Oh my god. Come on, sweetie. So this is my Indian ringneck. Come here. He is my 4-year-old Indian ringneck male. We have been friends since 2016, and today I'm going to tell you the stuff that I had to go through, the stuff that we both had to go through during the taming session. I'm going to give you some tips, some advice, stuff that you should and shouldn't do, how to get your bird to step up just like this, and much more other interesting stuff that you should know. So before you start, please go subscribe, put likes, and let's go. I don't want to make this video too long for you guys, just so you knew the important stuff and just that you knew some stuff they should and shouldn't do. But I just want to tell you a little story about Ricky, my Indian ringneck. You can also check out my first video. There's stuff about me and just how everything happened. Well, basically, Ricky lives with me for about 4 years now. We got him when he was 8 months old, and it was quite easy to tame him. And I'm going to tell you a little bit about how we tamed him. So before we start, your bird should have like a room where people are going around. For the first few days, the bird would be scared, but make sure that you don't do too many like moves around or too many like shouting or stuff like that around the cage. But to make the bird comfortable with you, you should be around, talking, making like small little noises, not to scare him. And when we first got Ricky, he was wild, like literally wild, and we ordered a cage for him, but the cage didn't arrive on the day, so we had to put him in the dog cage. And in that cage he was quite scared. He was just banging himself on the cages, and it was evening time, he couldn't see properly. He just came into a new house. He was very stressed out, and so now he is my best friend. We do many stuff together. He likes to do homework with me. One of our favorite things to do together. He has his own Instagram. Pop the link somewhere here around the video, or maybe later. And when we first got him, we let him out of the cage. He flew like crazy around, and we took a very weird decision. Maybe it's a bad decision, maybe it was right that time, but we felt that it was the right decision to do, so we clipped his wings. Many people right now might be saying that it's wrong, you shouldn't do that, but that's what we did at the first time. And I'm not recommending to anyone to do that, because it might ruin the start of the friendship, and the bird might feel a bit like, I don't know how to say, but there's something might happen that might go wrong. And so we started with the clip wing so he couldn't fly, and we placed him on the floor. We'll put a mirror next to him. That's an important thing. Put a mirror next to a bird, or put somewhere a mirror just so they can see another bird. And if there's another bird, they wouldn't be as scared as much as they would. And so we'll put a mirror next to him, and then that's how he did his first step up, and then that's how we like went through the whole thing. And so yeah, but today's video I'm gonna show you how to get your bird not to be scared of you, the first step up. And for future videos we are going to be doing 3 simple tricks they can try with a bird, how to target train a bird, and much more fun. So yeah. Ricky's now in his cage, and pretend that he is a wild bird that doesn't know what to do. He's really scared. He is not sure about who I am. And just saying, when you do training, try not to wear stuff that are bright, because Ricky, he used to be scared of stuff that are bright red, bright orange, bright pink, but he's a bit used to me just wearing pink. He used to be scared of this t-shirt. And try to wear something like a hoodie or something that you would walk around a bit, or you would just, let's say, usual clothes that you would just like stay in the room, or I don't know. If you're a person who likes to change clothes every single day, then with a bird, then try to wear like something the same when you're around him, just so then they could recognize you and remember who you were. During this time, if your bird is scared of you being too close to the cage, I don't know if you can see him, then sorry guys if you can't see him, he likes to sit a bit down there. But if your bird is scared of you being standing next to her, then take a few steps back, see where he's comfortable with you being, and then start coming closer and closer to the cage, so then you can put your hand. There's some birds that can be aggressive with you putting their hand trying to attack it, or just screaming and stuff like that, or just like trying to scare you away. But in that case, then just put it a bit away and just make sure that you can have that bit of a contact with the bird. For today's training session, taming session, I have prepared some apples and cucumber, and a stick, just so I could give it to him. He has already had grapes and raisins and stuff like that in the morning, just his like little breakfast. But if your bird had liked something else, and just experiment with the things that your bird likes the best, so then you could actually encourage him to come to you. But for the first steps, I would put an apple on the stick. So here he is, you can see him, and I would get my stick, and I would he's very excited, but the bird who is scared of a human wouldn't do this. And just gently put the stick in the cage and wait until the bird takes it. Well, you can see this bird is a wild bird. He just like savagely takes it off me. And so here he goes. Also, when you first get your bird, make sure that it stays in one place in its cage for 2 weeks, just to adapt and just get used to the surroundings. Make sure that you talk to your bird a lot, so that it recognizes your voice whenever you like call it, or try to say its name as much. Like for example, Ricky, this is Ricky, and I used to say, Ricky's a good bird, Ricky's amazing, do you want to eat something, Ricky, 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 Ricky? Then it remembers its name. He just loves apples. He had one this morning, just a little piece, and now he just I didn't overfed him today, because too much fruits aren't very good for anyone, but he loves everything that I give him. So that's how you will learn. And then you can, as your bird isn't very scared of you giving the apples to it from the stick, then you can try taking it to like different places, just so you worked. Oh, that's a good thing if it jumps on the cage. And then just give the apple. So make sure that it eats fully before you give it the other apple. Make sure it waits and just like you just dropped it. And then you can try giving it in your hands. So here goes. Your bird, because it's used to you giving it in the stick, then you just randomly start giving it in your hand. He'll be a bit scared, but he'll get used to it. So, oh my god. I know it is quite hard for me to show you a scared bird right now, because we are friends and he isn't scared of me. if it was, for example, someone else from my family, he wouldn't be as active. But because it's me and like we trust each other, we do lots of stuff together, he trusts me back and he just goes crazy. But this just showing you the cage. I took stuff out of the cage just so it was easier for me to do, to like show you the training. So there's just his feeder and feeders, and then here's his stuff. And as you go, you can then open the cage and make sure he eats from there. So I'm going to let the cage open. I'm going to tell you a bit more stuff. If you like get a seed or something smaller than an apple, and it takes it off you, then that's a sign. And don't, if it just like took one seed away from you, then don't open it straight away. Give it a few times, make sure that it gets a bit used to you, and then you can go to the opening the cage. Some people open it from here, but I have a special cage and I can open it from here. So here he goes outside. Hope you can see him. And some birds will be now flying around and just, oh, he sings, you know. He might just go and just like take the apples from there. Hope he won't, but right now he would be scared if I come up to him. Oh my god, Ricky, come on, act like a scared bird, okay? And from there you can start with a stick, just how you did when he was still in the cage, and just make sure that he just takes it. It will take time, and don't rush it. To make sure that the bird is comfortable. You should always make sure that the bird is comfortable, because otherwise you might lose the trust and it would just be flying around like crazy and you wouldn't be able to put him back in the cage. Try to make sure that he has a high spot where he is, like birds that like to sit where the highest places. And from there I'm going to take the seeds out and I'm going to show you. The important thing I forgot to mention is when you let your bird fly around the room is you should never run around after your bird. Your bird will fly around the room. He'll be scared. When he gets tired, he will come back to the cage and will take his breath back, just sit calm a bit, and doing yoga there, sweetie. Yeah. And when the bird is ready for you to start the taming, then sorry, I'm just looking at the bird from my camera and but when your bird is ready, he will just sit in one place. He'll get his breath back, and he will still be scared, but he wouldn't just fly around. Or if he still flies around, never run after it. Don't make it get scared even more. Give it time, he'll get used to it, and then you can start. Yeah? So carry on to the video. So here's my seed jar. He likes seeds. And there's another stick. This is for targeting, but we'll do this video next time. And now when your bird, as you start giving the bird an apple from your hand, for example, I'm going to give it a cucumber. Let me find a small piece. And if you start giving it like this from your hand and it's not scared, then you can move to something small like seeds. Oh, he just dropped it. He wants seeds. So here's the seed, and you can just give it there. It's like boom, took the seed. But if you are too scared to give it a seed straight away, then you can dip the stick in its water, put some seeds on it, little seeds, and just make sure that he eats them. because when you dip the stick in the water, the seeds will stick to it and then he'll eat it. And if the bird is comfortable with that, then you can start giving it the seeds. It's like, I need to put my tripod a bit back because he's just like so close. Oh my god, sweetheart. And as your bird is already comfortable with you giving it the seeds, what you can now do is get your hand and just give the seeds from there. So I have seeds in my hand. And as that works, you can take your hand a little bit away, and the bird will be scared at first to step up, but as it works, your bird might bite you. It might just taste your hand, just to make sure that it's nothing, or you can just do this. I know this might sound a bit crazy, but you shouldn't be scared of your bird trying to put its beak on you, because that means, well, some birds might bite you. Well, obviously you would be scared, but that's how it works out, and then the bird wouldn't be scared of you, and at some point you would be able just to do this and just, yeah, and more stuff like that. Yeah, sweetheart. But the video is going to be ending now, so big thank you to our birdie friends who watched this. I'm going to leave the link for our Instagram down in the descriptions. But if anyone interested, please comment what we should do next. Target train, or should we do 3 simple tricks that you can try with your bird? And so thank you everyone for watching. Subscribe, put likes, and see you on the next one.